Hey, so I only made this video because the video I had planned for today, I couldn't get out in time. Yeah, it sucks because the editing software I use just allowed 1080p export for free, and I was working really hard on the video. I had planned on releasing it this week, but I couldn't get it out in time. So expect that video within the next few weeks. Okay, here we go. The Mall of America experience. So yes, I've been to the Mall of America, and it was actually pretty good. We were only there because my sister had a cheer competition the day before, and no one wanted to drive home yet afterwards, so we just stayed another night at the hotel and went to the mall the next day. I will say, right when we walked in, the amount of stuff to do in there was almost overwhelming, but as the day went on, it actually turned into a burning curiosity, some wonderful script writing there. It was pretty cool, the amount of stuff to do in there. For those who haven't been to the Mall of America, there's pretty much every type of store you could think of in that place. There's even an entire Nickelodeon theme park something in there. Did I go on any of the rides? No, because I'm a big boy. Fuck you, SpongeBob. Anyways, I did walk through with my family though, because it was the only obvious way to get to the rest of the mall from the place we entered. So much happened though. There was some Chinese New Year dance thing that was going on. A Lego store that had an entire entrance line longer than the actual store. I mean, at least I snuck a picture of Big Lego Mario and little Luigi. My first Chipotle experience. I've only been to Chipotle once, and my thoughts? I don't like it. I'm not into spicy food, so I didn't enjoy it too much. I'm sure there's non-spicy stuff, but I had never been, so I had no clue. We were at the mall right around lunchtime, so we were looking for a good place to eat. My parents kind of half glanced at the Chipotle and didn't really think much of it. But we only went to Chipotle because all 4 out of 4 of my sisters were like, Chipotle! So we got Chipotle. We were sitting there, enjoying our food made with some hellfire sauce or something, and then a lady started puking behind us. My first thought was, oh, her stomach didn't sit right with the food. Her kids started crying as well. I mean, rightfully so. My mom started puking, and I started crying also if I were as young as the kid looked. Well, later we actually learned that the lady was choking, and no one had a clue. So she made herself puke to stop choking. That's honestly really smart of her, and I feel really bad now that no one knew that she was on the brink of death at that moment. So, that was my first Chipotle experience. I bought an overpriced Squirtle. Okay, final Mall of America story, I promise. While we were walking around, I remembered I actually had my wallet on me, and so I asked my mom if I could go buy myself a souvenir because, well, I mean, it'd be really cool to have. I found this really cool looking store earlier, but no matter how hard we looked, we just couldn't find it. So we went to the Nickelodeon theme park shop. There were only some interesting things there, but what caught my eye was a 2-pack Pokemon figure set thing with some apple turtle looking ass and a Squirtle. If you know me personally in real life, then you might know that Squirtle is my favorite Pokemon. I don't know why, but I just love him. So I bought it. And it was $20. It might not sound like much, but the 2 figures were literally half the size of my big toe. And as if I didn't feel like a small immature child at that point, they also gave me a Nickelodeon Universe bag with it. So from an outside perspective, it was just some 5'9" high schooler carrying a Nickelodeon bag with his parents and his 4 very loud sisters. I didn't tell my mom how much I spent on that Squirtle until I came home, and I'm very glad I waited. We bought snacks for a trip and left most of them at home. So this one actually happened recently. It was me, my mom, my stepdad, and my biological sister in the car because we were going to my sister's cheer competition. Yeah, okay, that stuff. As my stepdad's daughters were at their mom's. It was about a 4-hour-long car ride there, so my mom and I left to get snacks the day before. It was a bag of chili cheese Fritos, Cheetos, Cheeto Puffs, and Chester's cheese puffcorn, yeah. In case you haven't had Chester's puffcorn, you need to go out and buy some immediately. They are my favorite snack, they're really, really good. Going back on track, it's 6 a.m. and we're getting ready to head off. We were about an hour or so into the trip when I asked, Mom, where are the other chips? There were only Fritos. And that was that. Yeah, my sister and I had to share like a small-ish bag for 2 4-hour-long car rides. Good thing she didn't like them, so I had them all to myself. And then she starved. No, I'm just kidding. My mom, being my mom, had packed other snacks. So why did we go out and spend $10 buying other snacks, mother? So yeah, thanks for watching this. Hopefully I can end the next one of these better if I do another one. So, yeah, goodbye and have a good day or some shit.